what we're doing. Where
the fuck is the camera?
I can't. We're not ready. We're not ready. Okay, but we're live because we said we would be. So hit us up in the chat. Who else here with us?
Did we though?
Who's here with us? Ooh, thank you.
Tammy's watching Garden State. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. Garden State.
Oh yeah.
This table's a fuck. This room's a mess.
I know. I really need to come out and clean it.
Here, will you get me?
Yes.
Jennifer's out there. What's up? I can't hear me. Maybe it's this?
Yeah, it's definitely that.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I can hear you.
Oh my god. Wow, I've never sounded sexier.
The audio
headphones.
The audio's different with these than your
I can tell.
Than your beats. I feel like it sounds more flat.
Yeah.
Oh,
The beats add a little more bass.
Shit.
It does.
We're on. I gotta put my
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these yet.
So did we decide?
They definitely feel better on my face.
I need to ask a question.
Yes, you are gay.
Okay, well, thank you for answering. Did we decide that we're not?
Did he decide?
that we're not doing the first 30?
We are going to do the first 30, but we're going to do it with guests.
With guests, yeah.
Because-
So
Yeah. So we're not doing the first 30 today. We're not. Wow. I can't tell. Okay. Maybe that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I just turned it up a little bit. Yeah. So we'll just kick off with the intro then. Just do the damn thing and say fuck the first 30.
Intro? I would love a new intro that's more like accommodating to.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Maestro.
Get in here. We got to start the show.
Man.
We got to start the show.
What a day.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther. Coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas, we have got a hell of a show for you here on episode 184.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
You said that last time.
Are we doing this now from now on?
Instead of the kids.
Wow.
What the fuck are you wearing? What is that?
Ah.
Did you kill a panther?
Well, we'll have to get into that whenever we start getting into the meat and potatoes.
It's not that cold in here, and that's a very thick coat.
Thank you, sir.
All right, sit back, relax, enjoy. Let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
I'm Tim.
And we are.
The Funky Panther! I did it, Chad.
Who the fuck went fast?
I did it, Chad. Me. I got really excited. Chad got mad last time. So
Yeah, because you were like, the Funky Panther.
I did it this time. I did it.
Hey, thank y'all for already joining us in the
thanks.
chat.
I love it whenever
comes
Christy
together.
puts the kids to bed.
Yeah, whenever
Because
Christy
that
puts
means
the kids
she's going to be
together,
fully engaged in our content.
She's going to do an 8-ball. She's going to relax.
Wow.
I think that's the exact opposite of relaxing.
Yeah, I don't know what's in the 8-ball. I thought I did, but apparently not.
What I like to do is, just do a couple of 8-balls and sit back with a nice can of gasoline and start huffing.
Christy was in. Y'all were in Austin.
They were in San Antonio. They
Oh,
were
okay.
visiting family. I wish we would have known. You could have met up with us whenever we were over there having Quantum a Million.
Ooh.
Always a good time with Quantum a Million.
Ooh. Did you bring me back a Don Juan?
No.
Remember we used to do that?
I ate the entire thing.
I always bring y'all stuff on my vacations. You didn't bring me a Don Juan?
This wasn't really a vacation per se. This was just a
You
weekend.
spent more than I usually do on a vacation.
That's a fucking lie.
Not in
That's a
Italy,
fucking
but
lie.
a normal vacation.
My balls. Still, every vacation you go on, you spend more than I do. I will say this. This was the most, for Tammy's birthday, I spent on everything. Because the tickets were like $700, $750. The Airbnb was like $1,600. The food. Well, we didn't really go anywhere. Airbnbs.
So
are up-
1,500. You're at 3,000.
Yeah.
Right now, and that's without food and drink. And you just told me about how much you spent.
like $400 a day on.
You actually spent more than I think I did in Italy.
And but the Uber Eats was fucking ridiculously expensive over there. It's ACL weekend. It was ACL
Why did you
weekend.
still do Uber Eats? You know it's really fucking expensive.
Listen. When we did those first 2 days walking back.
Stop the music. You're not even paying attention.
No, I played the music so we could just like as we talk over it for a a bit.
No.
Oh, he's wearing his shirt. I like it. Like he's wearing his ACL shirt.
It's a sexy shirt too.
It's very nice. It's very Tim. I knew whenever the Howler brothers always do good on their shirts. They always have like the yellow roses.
I don't know anything about the Howler brothers, but
they do all the merch for ACL, like the nice stuff.
their pockets. Oh,
Oh, it's a real pearl snap. Okay.
What the fuck? Did you just pull his shirt? I'm glad. I wish you weren't wearing anything underneath.
I was hoping he was.
Just fucking barbecue sauce all over your titties. God damn.
there is barbecue sauce,
Dude. So, yeah, man. That was so
Looking good, man. Looking real good.
fantastic.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, I mean,
I don't think I'll
you've
find it
dressed
really
less on the podcast, and it wasn't because of me. It's because you're like meat shorts and you're like
yeah, and your little tank
jerseys
top.
and
I'm
shit.
dressing more tonight. Tonight's my dress night.
Okay.
Tonight's my dress night. Yeah, dude. You went hard. You went hard in Austin.
I did.
Yeah, I want to hear all about ACL.
Yeah, it was. I mean, this is my fourth time going, and it's still holds up. I still have the anxiety before the anticipation of going, because again, you're in there with a shitload of people,
Right.
A lot of people.
I didn't realize it was going to be quite that
Dude,
heavy.
it's
fuck
fucking nuts.
Yeah, it was insane. Because you went for OutKast and Childish and Eminem.
I realized it was exactly 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was huge too. But like, even with artists that I think were just fucking killer, I don't remember it being as packed as it was with the video that you showed me.
Yeah, if you haven't, for those that are listening, I wish I had it set up where I could just pop the video up for everybody to see, but I don't. Look up on TikTok. Just look up Chapel Roan ACL Weekend 2.
Yeah,
You can do
or
weekend
even Weekend
1.
One.
But Weekend 2 is where we were when we were there.
Yeah,
And so I like to look at that, and it's absolutely insane.
do you see J Boy's post on Reddit?
Yes.
Fucking Jared Padalecki
Yeah.
from Supernatural.
Yeah.
So he ran into him. And
we also ran into J Boy
Yeah.
over there. Shout out J Boy.
So he runs into the dude from Supernatural, and he gets a picture, and he posts it because he's like, "Oh, look at this!" And one of the comments on there, did you see one of the comments?
No,
Oh man! So
I know. I said I can smell that picture.
yeah, basically someone said, "Oh, he's so nice. I love it whenever he takes pictures with Make-A-Wish kids."
Oh yeah. That was funny.
Fuck me.
The internet is rough sometimes, and
Yeah.
man, Reddit can be a place of roasting.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure J-Boy reposted the picture. J-Boy's mom reposted the picture. Someone did. Like I saw it on Facebook. It's like, look at my son. Look who we met. It's like, oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
So proud of her boy. I think. I don't really know. Did y'all run into Raphael? I saw a ton of
That
people
was
were
Weekend
there.
One. He was there Weekend One.
Oh, okay. All right.
He just reposted Leon and other people that he saw over there.
Yeah,
It was
I
pretty cool.
had a friend that was there Weekend 1 too. But
We
there was
were-
a lot of people there this year.
Where we were, we saw Honda stage. You could see American Airlines, and I could see Leon performing. Which I forgot who we were. Foster the People, I think. Was that
yeah.
Yeah. So it was Foster the People.
Well, he's here in a month.
Foster
I
the
think
People.
No, Leon.
That's it's crazy to think that Leon is. It's not that he's talented, but like I'm thinking like he's playing Dickies,
Yeah,
and I remember seeing him at Arts Goggle,
right.
and I remember running into him whenever he was still working in the kitchens and stuff, and I remember seeing him at shipping and receiving.
Oh, Abraham was with him too. He was up on stage with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that who they brought?
Oh,
Okay,
I think I saw a video.
yeah, because so I heard someone saying, "Oh yeah, he brought someone out," but I didn't know who he brought out. And I was
the
thinking,
first song was Kirkabin or whatever.
Okay.
Oh no, that was Leon came up for them to play Texas Sun.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is that how you say that band's name?
I think Krugabin.
Krugabin?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. But
Interesting.
yeah. Well, I mean, they dress eccentric.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's pretty cool. But every time I've gone, it's been a great time. We usually go do stuff after, but this wasn't the case this time. We were just, for one, it was very dusty. There was dust everywhere.
I saw y'all's like masks and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, you had to. And,
Oh, yeah.
and we were out in the sun from...
The Texas sun?
Yeah, the Texas sun. You know, it was like 98 degrees on
Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It was...
I didn't realize 98 degrees was going to be there.
Yeah,
so they did this like tour? Like,
Yeah,
were they
yeah.
going to get back together? Or?
No, they just wanted to heat up the place.
Oh.
And you know...
Nice. They fucking heat that shit
They
up.
heat that place up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to wear...
Javier, you don't
clothes.
seem to get what we're saying. We're talking about the boy band.
Yeah, I know.
98
I fucking know. Sing a song.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what the guy said about J-Boy. Oh, Jared is so sweet with those Make-A-Wish kids.
Sorry,
and then,
buddy.
J-Boy replies back. It says, bruh, with two, skulls. And then there was someone else's LMAO from the top rope.
Damn. But he always gets kind of like, whenever he posts, like, roast me, and what somebody call him, like, discount Mr. Beast or something like that. My boy is just getting torn down.
Yeah.
I mean, we met his girlfriend. She's really lovely, a really nice gal. Man, all around. I'm really glad we ran into him. And actually, he texted me asking me where we were. This was after, I think, Blink 182 or Foster the People. Foster the People. And so he's like, oh, I'm here. Where are you? I told him where we're at. We were walking to get food, and he was right in front of us. So it's really cool to run into him.
Very cool.
But no, it was great stuff. Let me tell you about this.
Yeah, tell me about this fucking coat that looks like it's made of human hair. Is that made of human hair? Like, how many brunettes did you murder?
It actually is.
To make this.
All the brunettes at ACL, I may have taken a bit of their hair.
Holy shit.
He's the brunette strangler.
Yes.
At first I thought it was fur, but now it just looks like human hair.
The murderer from Zilker? It's me.
But it's all men. That's a lot of men's hair.
Yep, that's how I like it, baby.
Wow, okay.
He gets it from everywhere.
Yeah, tell us about the coat.
Not just top of the head.
So last day before Chapel Roan went on stage, I ran to the Golf Wang.
Yeah.
Tyler, the Creator's little merch booth. He had a bunch of gear, shirts, hats, backpack, by the way. You know my old black backpack that I used to carry everywhere?
Herschel?
The Herschel one?
Yeah.
I had to throw it away. They took it. They're like, you can't bring this in.
Dude, you've had that for like 12, 15 years?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because remember, I took it to Anthony's bachelor party, and I bought it 2 years before. 12 years. 12 years.
You bought it. We went to the mall trying to find that backpack right before Europe. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, really?
Yeah. I remember going to Ridgemar Mall and like hopping into like 3 or 4 different stores. I'm like, what the fuck even is Herschel?
God damn.
And now I've got like 10 different Herschel.
I forgot. I completely forgot. So, so I was pretty pissed. I was hoping I'd get away with it because we were carrying the chairs and the cups and whatever. And we were walking around and go to the Golf Wing store. I was going to buy my brother a mystery. They had 2 sets of mystery bags, mystery tees, mystery tops. Mm-hmm. One was $55 for the mystery tees, $120 for the mystery tops. And so I was like, that's a cool looking backpack. I'll get the backpack, $60. Best backpack I've ever had.
Really?
It has like 6 compartments, I feel like, and I fit everything in there. It's really cool. So I bought my brother something, and then the next day for chapel, I was like, "Can I go? Can I go buy something?" And Tammy's like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, fine, whatever, go." And I got the mystery top, 2 mystery tops, and I asked the guy, "What's in them?" I was like, "Are they button ups or polos?" He's like, "Well, they're anything from like jackets to hoodies to whatever, and it's whatever it is, it is." And so the guy tells the guy in the back, "Hey, bring it out, bring a mystery top." And so he goes over and he's like, "Which one is it?" He's like, "I think it's the one." He's like, "Really?" He's like, because I guess they tore a little top piece of it. And he's like, "Oh, fuck. Dude, can you open this?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah. Can you open it?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, yeah, sure." I was like, "Is it really good?" He's like, if I think it is what it is, it's going to be good." And I was like, "Well, I don't want to haul this around the rest of the fucking night." I was like, "You got a bag that you can give me?" He's like, "Well, we got bags, but they're $40. I was like, "Bro, man," I was like, "I'll tell you what, maybe, but I'll have to come back." He's like, "If you open it, can you come back and show me?" And I tore it a little more when we were sitting down for chapel, and I saw obviously the fucking human hair,
right?
And I was like, I wanted to open it so bad.
Yeah.
And, whatever.
So to paint a picture, if you opened it, it's no longer in the bag.
It's no longer in the bag.
Got it.
And this is like maybe it's a big bag.
Right.
Because it was a hoodie in this.
Okay.
And it was folded.
I'm with
like
you.
It wasn't folded in tight. And so when we got back to the Airbnb, which I think you still got the video, right? You recorded me.
Yeah, I've
opening
got it.
it.
I need to send it to you.
And so we opened it. I was like, what the fuck is this? I knew it because whenever I saw like the material, I was like, it's got to be a coat. It's a fucking coat.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I pushed on the package, I was like, there's a coat there.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it branded or something?
It's golf. It says golf.
Okay.
Right here. And
just golf brand?
yeah.
Golf is a brand?
Well, golf wing.
Golf
Okay.
Wing is
Tyler, the
is
creators.
Tyler's.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And so, you know, it's if you put it on, here, try to put it on.
I don't know if I want to.
Just try. It's extra large. I'm an extra large, but it feels so fucking cozy, doesn't it? Holy fuck! Look at you. You look like a fucking bear. Look like a goddamn man bear.
Hit me with the Panther, Tim. Hit me with the Panther.
Oh, hang on. Let me kick that back up there.
You got it. Come on.
That's my boy.
I think
It does look like a fucking bear.
if you were wearing that
That's
during
actually really comfortable.
It's very.
That is very
I
comfortable.
would want Tim to wear it because
I mean, it's hotter than shit. But
if you were wearing that during
Tyler.
you would probably get all the people that were rolling
Yeah.
like
Just
flocking
touching
to
you.
you because they're just like, I gotta touch
so
it.
good. You feel so nice.
I've got to touch it.
So, yeah, I got that during the show, during after Chapel or before Chapel.
So let me ask you, was it worth the money?
Yeah, absolutely. This and the hoodie it came with. It was like a tour hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. 120. But I think Jesse looked it up, and the jacket. This one retails for like $300.
Yeah, retails for like 300.
And I paid like
secondhand sales been like it's not as much, but
Yeah.
you know,
Probably more than 120 or ish, right?
I think secondhand's been like around 200.
Damn.
But my brother, he opened his mystery tee. He got a tour shirt, and the employees were wearing this golf shirt. I loved it. It just says golf, and this is like kind of like Supreme, but it says golf, and
Yeah.
it's what he wears, and it's one of the big things. And I was like, "Holy fuck, you got a golf shirt?" He's like, "Well, here, you want it?" I'm like, "Dude, it's a medium. Look at me. I'm not gonna fucking fit in that shit." And so,
Did they not let you pick the sizes?
You pick the sizes.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother's a medium, so I'm like
Gotcha.
younger brother.
Yeah.
And so, it was really, really cool. And you know, Tyler he fucking killed. I was going crazy. At one point, I was like, I gotta piss. I had to run and take a piss, but the side kind of opened up a little, and I ran in there, and I was getting closer, just watching. I had to go back, obviously, and
But you didn't have to.
I didn't have to, but I couldn't leave y'all alone. But you were already gone. You left. You had left.
Yeah. Okay. So we got to talk about the logistics of getting into ACL.
Okay.
All right. So where we stayed at, we were about 2
miles.
About 2 miles, maybe a little bit further. I think it was like 2.3.
Joe
Yeah.
Walk?
Yeah. Well,
So we started off walking,
Yeah.
and we were like, we're going to walk down there, and it's all for the most part downhill.
yeah.
And one of those little pedal cab things or whatever.
Pedo
cabs.
Pedo
One of the pedo cabs.
Diddy cabs.
Diddy
Excuse me.
cab.
Diddy cabs.
They would be riding up, and they're like, hey, you want to ride? Take you down to the festival. Yeah, how much is it going to be? It's like, depending on what time it was. If it was early, it'd be like about $20.
And then?
If it was a little bit later in the afternoon, it's going to be closer to like 30-ish.
Okay.
Or whatever. And then whenever you wanted to leave, it was $150.
Yeah, I knew that shit was coming. Yeah.
$150. Now they've got all these they've got all those little scooters that you could rent and stuff, the Lime scooters and all that. But they have that whole area blocked off where you can't ride it into there. There's designated parking, but I was trying to get one that was someone had rode into there, the park, but you can't ride it out or something. So
I can't imagine like the service being very good either with like 100,000 people there.
It wasn't too
you know.
bad.
Really?
No, it wasn't
too
bad.
I was able
Nice.
to get on while we waited. I was able to get on TikTok and Instagram.
I got that first net, so I was like,
Oh yeah, true that.
Yeah.
You're lucky, man. That's
yeah,
great.
no problems there. I was natural disaster. I could send nudes.
Hell yeah. That's what it's there for, baby.
Yeah, I could spread my butt cheeks. Yeah, so the last night, everybody was just like, I can't. I don't think I can walk that. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I've heard all the Tyler. I've heard all the songs that I wanted to hear. I don't know what he closed with. What did he close with?
I don't know. We left two songs were left,
Oh,
and
man.
we're like, well,
So
we
you
didn't
left
wanna-
early, and then you left early
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
I was hoping y'all wouldn't leave early. Y'all finish out the thing, and I was gonna get all that stuff set up, but y'all didn't give me enough time.
Yeah.
So
true.
here's what happened. So I left early, and I was like, I'm just going to start walking back, and I'm going to try to walk and get one of those scooters. Well, I tried to reserve it as I got closer. I couldn't reserve it. But the problem is I left and walked out the wrong exit and ended up walking the entire perimeter of the park.
Shit.
And then started walking, and I'm like trying to make the reservation. So then I texted them. I was like, hey, I can't make that reservation, blah, blah, blah. They won't let me pick it up. They're like, oh, well, we'll wait for you at the corner. We're ahead of you. And I'm like, how are you ahead of me? Because I thought they were sticking around, going to watch the rest.
Right.
So they're in front of me. So I catch up to them, and the girls are just like, yeah, I can't do this. And Jesse's like, if I had known, then I would have just spent the money. Blah blah blah. I was like, $150. That's kind of ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I know it's your money. I would have been mad. I'd have been mad if you spent $150 on that bullshit.
That's a lot of money.
So, and that would just been for two of us.
Right.
So we're talking.
Oh shit.
We're talking $300 for the four of us. Yeah.
300 doll hairs.
Yeah,
and
doll
actually,
hairs.
that coat has got way more.
It got like
than
$1 million.
$300.
We could have paid with the coat, if I'm being real.
There's so many doll hairs on that coat.
So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna huff it. You'd be proud of me, dude. I don't know what's happened, but man, I just went and I was gone.
What do you mean?
I just started huffing it. I started walking.
What is
fast.
huffing it? Like
I started going.
Hoofing it.
Yeah,
you saying
know.
hoofing it?
No. I was huffing.
So you were out of breath.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna huff it.
Here was red.
No, I just took off. I just took off and
You just ran?
no, I was walking like at a really fast pace.
Okay, with the group.
No, ahead of them.
Okay.
I just left them behind. I was like, I'm gonna go. I was like looking it up. I was like, there's a scooter halfway up the hill, about halfway up to the house. I'm just gonna go up there. I'm gonna grab that scooter so then I can shoot up to the house, grab the car, bring it back down.
I'm following. I was like, how are you all going to fit on the scooter?
Hey, there were people doing twofers,
Yeah.
but they were level on the ground, not like up a hill.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's what I did. Like I just booked it, and I mean, got up there, grabbed the scooter, grabbed the car, grabbed them. Said, hey, I'm on my way with the car. I thought they were just gonna stop, but they kept walking.
So they're basically at the house by the
No,
time
they
you
weren't
left.
basically at the house.
pretty much.
You drive backwards on the driveway. Hey, I came to pick you up.
No, I mean I had to make go down a few blocks and pick them up and come back. So, but yeah, it was dude, $150.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is nuts.
And
Gouging was
it was
fucking
funny.
crazy,
Like it progressively got more expensive. Like it
Oh, I'm
started
sure.
off at like I said, like $15-20 in the morning, and then just up from there. The wildest thing though, I
They
think,
make it though. They make it. Someone's going to pay it. Like someone's going to pay the money to. Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't charge that amount if they weren't
Oh, I
being
know.
paid.
People will pay, and that's what's
Nuts.
funny. It's like I remember Tammy the first time they're like, yeah, $150, and she's like, you
Fuck
gotta
you.
be kidding
You're
me.
out of your fucking mind if I'm going to pay that money.
Yeah, but like you're right, people will pay.
Yeah.
The craziest thing though was the Chapel fans on. It was Sunday. They got there before the gates even opened, and when the gates opened, they ran to the stage that Chapel was going to be at 6 to 8 hours later to set up at Barricade.
Holy shit.
And here's my issue with that. Fuck all the other artists that are going to be there, right? That have fans that want to come and be there. No, Chapel's fans, which I'm not saying all their fan base is like this, but the ones that are, they're not good. I don't like them.
No, they're not. They're not festival people.
Yeah.
There was a picture I saw of somebody that had a tarp out. It had to be maybe, I want to say 10 by 10.
Oh yeah, with
10
all
feet
the
by 10
chairs.
feet, with all the chairs around it, nobody sitting in them, and they were like saving the spot.
Oh, fuck
Like
that.
what they and so I think what they need to start doing is they need to just have people like say, hey, you're going to be here for this guy. We're going to clear it out as soon as he's over, and then whoever wants to come see him, y'all can come back. But it was pretty fucked up because they were blocking. I think at one point they were blocking like the bathroom side, and
Well, I mean, it's fucked up because like all the other artists leading up to it, and it's not Chapel's fault. She's a great, fantastic showman.
she put on a
She's-
great look. I did not want to see her. I was like against. I was like, man, fuck Chapel Roan.
Because the fan base?
Well, pretty much.
Okay.
Because they were like, I mean, you obviously can spot them out. They got
Right.
the pink hat, and they're wearing pink, and they're wearing boots, and
I mean, I didn't hate all of them. It was the ones that specifically ran up there and took up space for other artists. That's the
Right.
thing. Is like, I just felt bad for the people that wanted to see the artists that came on before her.
yeah,
Because they could not get close.
yeah.
And here's where it gets really gross. So these people are literally not giving up their spot, and they're sitting out there for 6 to 10 hours. Mm-hmm. Where are they peeing?
I don't on the tarp
On the ground. They're just taking pisses on the ground.
That can't be true.
No, it is true.
People were saying on Reddit, and they were. I mean, obviously it's a thing, right? So they had boxed water, hot boxed water, ready for people. Like, hey, you need to hydrate. Which, by the way, every artist there, pretty much for the most part, were saying, hey, hydrate, drink water. I know you want to get fucked up, but drink some water too. And I'm like, yeah, bitch. And I'm like fucking pounding beers and shit. And
then you died.
And then I died. And they had to resuscitate me. Oh, Dua Lipa. Oh, my fucking Dua Lipa.
But
She could resuscitate. You know what I mean?
It's so fucked up though, like that whole thing.
Yeah.
And so people were saying next time you see that, which you will see it, if you see a girl that's squatting to just piss out there, push her shoulders down, make her sit in it, and then disappear in the crowd.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, wow, that's pretty rough.
So I don't understand when, and this is going to be just fuck me, right? So, if this ever hits the TikTok or whatever, people are going to roast me. But when the fuck did Chapel Roan become such a big fucking
Where
deal?
have you been, sir?
I'm like, I understand, like, the music's great. I know one song well.
Last year. It was last year.
Yeah?
Pink Pony, or was it Adventures of a Midwest Princess or something like that?
Yeah,
was the name of the album?
I believe so.
But to have, like, a fan base like that,
dude, I
that
mean,
is like Taylor Swift type fan base,
within the
but
year.
like,
Within the year.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I would say within the last
good for her.
The last 6 months.
But to see the crowd that was there for her and how much like shit I've heard about people just going to ACL for her, it's just wild. Like how quickly, even within a year, that you're able to pick up that big of a fan base. Like shout out to her. That's fucking legit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But like she had to cancel like a show because of the MTV VMAs.
Yeah.
Like people were kind of pissed with that. They were like, oh, well, I paid all this money to see. Which also, by the way, she was supposed to perform on Saturday. And she ended up just doing Sunday. Like she moved Sunday because they had to accommodate her to put her on a bigger stage.
Right. And people were pissed off because they bought. Didn't Leslie buy a Saturday ticket or something like that?
No.
Someone did.
Her coworker, Tara. Tara bought.
Oh, okay.
Tara bought it, and
then she moved, but it was because of the bigger stage situation, right? Yeah.
So I just want to say there's a lot of kids that like Chapel.
Mm-hmm.
They've got Hot to Go, and that's it's a catchy song.
Oh, Chris Rock was dancing to it.
Yeah, Chris Rock was there.
Yeah. Oh, so many actors were there. A lot of actors.
There's a lot of actors.
Okay.
Well, what was funny is she's teaching the dance, and she looks over and she's like, "Who are the people that are in the house over there?" Oh, that's the artist house,
Artist lounge.
Artist lounge. That's where all the celebrities are. It's like,
and they weren't doing any of it.
Yeah, she was like, "Y'all are freaks for not doing it." It just called them out. It was funny. But here's what got me is like all the kids that love this, right?
Yeah.
And there's parents out there that have heard like Hot to Go and things like that. But kids,
some of that shit's raunchy as fuck.
Yes. So, but kids get, they'll get on YouTube and listen to it, and maybe the parents don't know, and so the parents were like, "Yeah, I like some of the artists, but you want to see Chapel, so we're going to bring the kids out." And it was crazy to see kids. I'm talking like, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-olds
doing 8 balls,
screaming. Hang on, screaming the lyrics that I'm going to read the chorus to this song.
I hope it's the Eat Me Out.
I want to come in your face.
Knee deep in the passenger seat, and you're eating me out. Is it casual now? There's something to be said about little kids screaming that just makes you uncomfortable.
Dude, come on. We were kids singing like You Got It Bad or like, Usher songs.
You want to fuck me like an animal.
Yeah.
I know.
It's a little bit different, though, when you're doing it under the cloak of your parents not knowing, really,
But your parents are there.
But then when your parents are there
and you're just screaming
at the fucking festival,
but you don't. But that phrase right there, that line, knee deep in the passenger seat, and you're eating me out. Kids don't understand that. Like little kids.
Yeah, probably not.
And I'm talking about there were little kids that were singing this, and I'm just like, oh, that's crazy.
But to your point, we probably sang things that were raunchy from like 80s, 90s music, that kind of thing that we didn't know.
Sure.
And then you listen back to it, and you're like, fuck.
Like Baby Got Back. Did you really know what the fucking
My
lyrics
anaconda
were?
Don't want none unless she got buns.
That's right. I mean,
the movie Anaconda was recent at that point.
No, it wasn't. It was like 3 years later or 4 years later.
I'm just saying, like, as I've gotten older,
yeah,
you then realize like this is uncomfortable.
Yeah, I get it.
And the other thing that was uncomfortable was So I went to that Mexican OT set, which
what's his name was over there? The comedian from, Ralph Barboza.
Ralph Barboza, it was in the crowd.
Yeah,
He crowd surfed. I was almost close enough to
because I was like looking at the videos and I'm like, is that Ralph Barboza? Is he fucking shirtless?
Yeah, it was. So first off, that Mexican OT brought a little kid up on the stage because the little kid was being held up by his dad, and he did the whole like grinning,
Yeah.
And so he brought him up on stage, and so this kid like hung out on stage the entire time, repping his Cowboys
That was
jersey.
fucking, even though they fucking sucked ass that. Same
but it was fucking
At least
cool.
y'all didn't have to watch it.
So that Mexican OT, dude, solid guy, man. He's a cool
He's a good performer.
He's a great performer. But what was crazy? So I'm standing there in the crowd, and these girls walk in, and like it's festivals. You see them with all, like wearing next to nothing.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, these look kind of young. And then one of them turned around. I'm like, you have the face of a 14-year-old, and what are you fucking wearing, right? And so now I'm in like, I'm not even a dad, but I'm in dad mode at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there like, I'm keeping them like pretty close to where I'm at because I'm watching all the people around in the crowd because I'm like, I don't know if they quite know like who we're here to see, and it might generate some people that are not the greatest people sometimes, and guys can be pretty disgusting, and depraved. And so I'm like standing there like making sure nothing bad's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
And about halfway through the set, nothing bad happened, but I could tell they were getting uncomfortable with just like the lyrics and stuff like that. And they turned around, and she had just had this look on her face, and she went out of the crowd. So like I stepped aside, helped him get out or whatever. But it was just one of those things like you're like, I know you're probably just sneaking out, and your parents have no idea what you're wearing. But also, how did you afford the $300-something a ticket?
Oh, they got money, man. All the people got money over there.
So maybe, so I went to ACL 10 years ago, right? I guess it was 27, 28, something like that. And I don't remember there being that many kids. Like, maybe I was just like drunk or young and not noticing it, but I don't remember there being a ton of kids.
So there were a ton of teenagers.
Chad, you were just young and dumb and full of cum, buddy.
I wish you wouldn't have said that. I feel uncomfortable.
I mean, weren't you though?
He's not wrong.
No.
Anyways, there was a bunch of like teenagers there. There was a bunch of teenagers.
There were.
And throughout the whole ACL Fest Reddit, there's people talking about how they kind of ruined it. They kind of ruined everything because just the way they acted, concert etiquette.
I feel like a festival should be an 18 and up type situation.
Fucking dropping
Maybe.
the DJ Laz, Christy. Fucking DJ Laz.
All right, so I want to know. I want to know something important.
Yeah.
From each one of you, the top 3 artists, like the best performance of ACL.
The best performance for ACL?
Top 3.
Top 3.
From you.
So Blink 182.
Okay.
100 hands down, 100%. They were number 1 for me. Man, it's a toss-up between Foster the People and Chapel Roan.
I didn't realize Foster.
I'm going to lean towards Foster because I was actually close enough to see them.
Can I guess your third?
Guess my third.
Teddy Swims.
No. Teddy Swims was fantastic.
That's fucking great.
Dude,
I can imagine.
great.
Teddy Swims was great.
You mean bigger Cody Wells?
Yeah, bigger Cody Wells. I think my favorite, I think the top performer was probably Jungle.
Jungle fucking
and I'm not even like I'm not a fan. Like
Jungle's great.
They're good. It's not my music, but they were great.
Mm-hmm.
They were absolutely delightful. I enjoyed them.
Did not realize Foster the People were there.
Yeah,
they're great, especially live.
So
they're great.
So Blink and Foster played like pretty much nothing but hits. Like Blink of course did all their hits, and then but Foster just and of course they closed it out with Pumped Up Kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like you had kind of had to.
All right, Javier, top 3.
Blink, Jungle, and fuckaroo. Dude, it has to be either Teddy Swims or Tyler.
Dude, you were
Teddy Swims. I was excited about Tyler.
Number 1.
Tyler was this in no particular order,
okay.
but Blink put on a great fucking show.
Yeah, they still
it was fan-fucking-tastic.
Had their banter like they always do. Tyler, though, I would say for pure stage performance and production, his was cool.
Yeah.
He was like up on like it would look like he was on the Grand Canyon.
It looked like, remember that one Kanye show where he was on a mountain.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Huh. You know, I've still never seen Blink-182 live.
That was my first time, and holy fuck, that was perfect.
That was my third time.
Not.
Yeah,
This
I'm
was
sure.
their last show, right? For their American tour?
Yeah.
They blew me out of the water.
Ew.
They blew me in the water too, but
So my issue with Blink is the ticket
Not enough dicks.
It's the ticket pricing now.
oh yeah.
Because I mean, to see him at Dickies, it'd been like close to $200 a seat, and that was in like the nosebleeds.
If I want
Is
to go
that
look at a
resale
penis,
or initial price?
I think
See,
it was
that's the deal.
It was resale, and I don't know what the initial price was. It was still expensive,
Yeah.
but I paid like 300 some change for general admission tickets for ACL. So I got to see Blink-182, Foster the People, Tyler the Creator, Teddy Swims,
John Gold,
fucking Nora
Next
Jones.
T. Nora Jones fucking killed,
Jones
bro.
was there?
That was the first. That was the first artist we saw
We
when
walked
we got
in
there.
and
We
she
walked
was-
in and she was
yeah.
playing it. And let me just tell you, she's still fucking hot.
Yeah.
Fucking
And she
gorgeous.
still sounds great.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I bet.
it was like I stepped back into like the late '90s, early 2000s, and I just sat in my chair and just kind of.
Don't know why I didn't. Is that her? Right? No.
Yeah, it is.
I
yeah.
don't know why I didn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like, all right, yeah.
But she was at Bucky's earlier in the day. I was wondering, was she at Bucky's the same time we were? I wonder.
Might have been,
Probably.
but yeah, she was fucking great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I look at like, yeah, sure, I spent $300 and something a ticket, but I got to see, just seeing them, like just seeing Nora Jones.
Wait,
Teddy,
you spent 300 something a ticket?
it's 300 something, so
Yeah, it was
600.
350.
Yeah,
You spent 750 a ticket?
Oh no,
no.
Because me and Tammy's.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All
So
right, I'm with you.
it was about $700 and something after everything for 2 tickets.
Okay, and that's not the VIP. I was like, did you
No,
do VIP? Like,
no, that
y'all
was
were not with each other?
750 was GA plus. It wasn't even VIP.
Damn.
VIP was $1,600.
Did you go GA plus?
No, we got
GA,
GA.
yeah.
Because whenever I did VIP, that was about $1,400.
Yeah.
Whenever what was it?
You did VIP one time?
Yeah, it was the last time I went in 2019.
Wow.
Yeah, it was $1,400.
Damn.
Yeah, if you want to get a suite or whatever, it's like
30 grand.
30 grand.
A bungalow.
It comes with it's like 10 tickets, I think, and all you can eat, all you can drink.
I mean,
for
I want to
30
break
grand.
down the math.
For 30
That
grand.
might not be that bad.
So look, okay, no, it's 30 grand, but came with like I think 30 tickets. So when you think about
was
it,
it 30 tickets?
30 tickets.
Oh.
Because it was seating for 30 grand.
Okay,
so
so-
it's easy to get 30 people.
that's worth it.
I mean, absolutely, because you're
And
sitting
it comes
on
with
top.
food and alcohol?
Yeah.
You get VIP service. You are taken.
They've curated menus.
They have curated menus. They take you in a golf cart to the different stages, and then you can actually go like side stage.
Dude, we can easily get 30 people.
Yeah, no,
to do that.
everybody's married with kids. Christy and Hervey.
We can get 30 people.
I think so. I think we
That is something I would pay money for. Because, like, financially, that seems responsible.
dude.
It does.
None of it seems responsible.
Dude, it was a great. Like I'm telling you, like the experiences, like I mean, after Chapel, like we're gonna talk about best of real quick.
If we went to TCL, it'd been
thirty.
$36. Tijuana city limits. Coming in from G, it was $36 in Tijuana.
Damn.
Man, for 3 days.
All right, now 3 worst.
3 worst. Some of the people that were there were just pricks.
Or let down.
Are we talking about artist-wise?
Artists.
No,
Yeah.
it was all we saw everyone we wanted to watch.
All the ones were hype. Like every single
great. It
dude.
was
I-
great.
No one was a letdown.
Not a single artist that I saw while either walking by or whatever was a letdown.
Nice.
If we get, I will say this real quick. Back to the bungalow. If we do get 30 people to go, then I would love to just do the bungalow. Do that.
I'm down. I'm telling you ahead of time. I definitely want to see who's there. Even if I don't absolutely love the lineup, I feel like $1,000 is worth doing a situation like that. Like that's a cool vacation.
Fuck yeah.
That is a vacation.
yeah.
That'd be wild.
It'd be a lot less stressful as general admission. General admission's like it's like the Hunger Games, really.
Yeah, it is. It is. Everybody all stanking and just trying to move. in
I
the
will
sea of
say
people.
that it didn't smell as bad as I was expecting.
No, that after Chapel, like I was expecting, honestly, like from looking at the view, it looked crazy. But being there, I was like, okay, I got space here. I got space around.
Yeah, you weren't like shoulder to shoulder. I mean, I imagine if you were up front,
Yeah.
it was shoulder to shoulder.
I mean,
That's what I ended up doing for Eminem and Pearl Jam because they were like the last 2 of the night that one time. But I was like, that's fine. I'm gonna get way far. Like I didn't want to deal with people because it was the end of the night, and I still got a hell of a show, and it was still good audio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, it was worth it though because I got a nice view of some ass and titties over there. If you know what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, we do because you literally said exactly what you're saying.
Yes, it was really. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. I was feeling kind of weird at first. I was like, I'm right here.
So, explain to me when this happened.
This happened after
because
Chapel.
I got lost.
You got lost. You and Jesse got lost.
Yeah, that's a whole. Oh man.
Tammy went to the bathroom. I was watching Dom Dalla. It's between
Ass and Titty story time at ACO.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was between Chapel and Tyler. Dom Dalla was playing. I was watching Dom Dalla, and in front of me, there was a couple in front of me, and they were dancing to the music, and they were making out, and they're getting pretty frisky, and then started taking pictures of her, and then started just pull her titties out, and then started like bending over and doing all these cool ass poses, and
what kind of cool ass poses?
It was some cool ass poses, dog. She was looking real tight. I was just saying, but it was really fun, and but it was cool. That was it. It was good stuff.
I saw a devil, and she was dressed as the devil. She was in fishnets and a thong and with devil horns.
Nice.
I did see that. Austin allows you to freely go topless, male or female.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't
it's
know
completely
that.
legal. And I was actually surprised. I didn't see as many topless people out there.
I did see one with pasties.
Yeah, I saw one.
I did see one whenever we were getting in. And
outside of that, I did read in the and had I known this, I would have just it's not like you could have teleported there. But at one point, I guess the entrance that we like to go through, not the main entrance, the side entrance, was unmanned for a certain amount of time.
Oh shit!
And people just got in. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what day that was. It was like Saturday, I think.
Oh.
I think the best thing about ACL though, like what they're doing, they had water stations.
Yeah.
So
I gotta keep our people hydrated.
I
man.
love a festival that has water stations, and Fort Worth is starting to do that more. Depending on the size of the crowd, determines if they're gonna have water stations or not. But a lot of the big festivals now that we have in Fort Worth at Panther Island are having these water stations set up. Tacos and Tequila did not, and they had people passing out left and right because it was you could either get a bottle of water or a tequila flight or whatever for the same price.
I mean, you're going to go with tequila every time.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think that legally they should have to give out free water. It seems like it's more of an issue for them when people pass out. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Like that's bad PR when people die.
Now,
just give out free water.
I did find out through someone that works for the EMS service down there. They had over the 2 weekends, they had 80,000 patient contacts. 80,000.
Holy shit.
They touched at least 80,000 people and provided some sort of medical care. That's insane.
Were they just like going through the crowd and giving people Band-Aids?
No.
Because that seems like
that's
wouldn't like 100,000 per weekend? That's like almost half of the people that were there, right?
So
that's a lot.
Somebody posted on Reddit, they were like, if there was a time for checking on overcrowding or overselling of tickets, they showed the Chapel. Like, if you look at everything, it was more than half.
It looked like the entire park was.
Yeah.
It did.
And it was just crazy. And again, it was kind of like that in 2019 with Lizzo and Billie Eilish. Same situation. They were at the Honda stage. Billie was at the Honda stage.
God, and I would have loved to have seen Billie at the
great
the
fucking
stage.
performer. Billie Eilish is a great fucking performer. But the other stage, because I was smack dab in the middle watching Billie, and then Lizzo came on, and that shit was just insane.
And yeah, I feel bad for the other because there was another artist that was playing at the because they split the main stages, the Honda stage and the American Express stage.
Yeah.
So people are playing at the same time on those stages.
Oh, and the Tito's stage is like kind of nearby also.
So nobody. I say nobody. There was people at the Honda stage seeing them, but
Pretty Lights.
No. For during Chapels.
Oh.
And I'm not sure who was at Chapels. I can't remember who was on the other side, but they had a hard time getting people to accept that spot because.
I mean, I get it. Because people were canceling day of. I think there were like 2 artists that didn't show up. Steven Sanchez didn't show up, but he was earlier in the day, and someone else.
Yeah, there was people that were complaining. They were like, I just want to see Steven Sanchez, and then I found out that didn't show up.
I will say this. One thing.
I don't know who he is.
I was glad we saw everybody. Jungle didn't have any other shows come through. Eric Vickers from Down and Out was at their show on Sunday in Dallas.
Oh, was he?
So
Yeah.
I bought tickets for ACL to watch Jungle. We fell in love with Jungle like a couple months ago, and we were like, where can we see these guys? And no one. It was just ACL. And we're like, well, maybe they have like here in Dallas, like between weeks, nothing. And so we're there. Before we see them, I see a post that they're like, oh, we're going to be in Dallas on Sunday. I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers. Same with Foster the People. Foster the People hadn't toured in a long time. And same situation. They announced a tour that day we were watching them at ACL.
I want to know. So they are doing a tour.
They're doing a tour.
Are they coming back to Texas?
They're coming to Dallas. They're coming to House of Blues.
Okay, cool. I will 100% get tickets for that.
I hope they play Mind Over Matter.
That's a good one. That's a great one.
It's not.
Not
It's
even
not
Foster the
That's a
possible.
great one.
It's not even positive people.
It's Young the Giant.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
So, but and I bought tickets. Like same situation. On Thursday, I bought tickets for my birthday to go watch Fatboy Slim because I've never seen Fatboy Slim. I've always wanted to see Fatboy Slim, and he's playing in Dallas, and I'm going. And Jamiroquai, I think, has an anniversary for his album.
Yeah.
And I hope he announces his tour because I'm going to go watch Jamiroquai.
I will too.
Yeah. So it's too many shows, man.
Can we
too
just-
many good fucking artists.
Can we just take a second for
titties? Yes, titties. Great shit. Love you.
No, but both Fatboy Slim and Jamiroquai.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember middle school, early high school, whatever, watching Jamiroquai's Virtual Insanity music video,
yeah.
and thought that was like one of the coolest fucking music videos.
Yeah.
And fell in love with that style of like just jazz.
Yeah. It's like
acid jazz.
Yeah. God damn, it's so
good.
fucking cool.
And then
Ass jazz.
and then Fatboy Slim. What was that? What was the one? They had one music video that was. I can't remember. Maybe.
Is it nothing else for me to do but dance?
Yes.
Can't heat. Got
Yes.
can't heat in my heels tonight, baby.
I remember hearing that for the first time. It was
Was it during Napoleon Dynamite? Because I think that was the song.
It was.
like, it was.
Do you know that boogie is for real?
But fell in love with it. Like I'm here for these bands that are now coming back and doing these tours.
So Coldplay's doing their tour. I'm sure they're going to announce here.
They
I know
haven't announced Dallas.
It's El Paso was announced, but not Dallas.
Yeah, I don't think they're coming to
They're
Dallas.
gonna come to Dallas.
No, I think it's going to be El Paso. Y'all want to go to El Paso? Because I'm down.
I mean, I kind of from whenever me and Tammy went to El
I
Paso.
was like, I kind of want to go to El Paso.
El Paso, not bad. We found a great coffee spot over there.
Hop over to Tijuana.
It's not. It's California. You
Oh yeah, that's how
Juarez.
Juarez.
I mean, you can go to Juarez, but
Hop over to Juarez.
yeah,
See a donkey show.
it's about the same.
Oh, I think Tammy was getting mad because I was doing this. I think who was that Mexican OT was performing.
Yeah.
El Paso's got those tacos that everyone talks about that I've been wanting forever, and I've never had them.
Culo tacos.
No, they're like these sauced. I think they're like rolled tacos, almost like enchiladas, but they're not. I don't know. I've never actually had
Call those
them, so I don't know.
tapatios, and then you get them with the
Those are divorciados.
divorciados. Yeah.
Flautas divorciados. God damn, I'm hungry.
Dua Lipa. So we
Oh my fucking god.
so we watched.
Dua Lipa, dude.
So we caught a little bit of
Oh
Pretty
my
Lights,
God.
which, dude, I actually really like Pretty Lights. You should listen to them. It's a DJ set with a band, with a full band.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we caught a little bit of that. I really enjoyed that. I could have just sat there. It was a whole vibe. But Javier was.
I was like,
chomping at the bit.
I was like, I gotta go see Dua Lipa.
So we went over there, saw Dua Lipa, and we caught like the last bit of her set. And man,
There was an article the next
fucking
day.
fantastic.
There was an article the next day. It said girlfriends watch their boyfriends fall in love with Dua Lipa in real time. and she brought out it was Texas OU weekend, so
Oh, yeah.
she wore a Texas jersey. Oh my god, Dua Lipa, dude. Dua
From the
Lipa.
chat, it is Chico's Tacos, and yeah, so this is what they look like. El Paso, sorry, it's like this.
Oh, those are like ahogadas, almost like in Mexico they got
Oh yeah.
tortas.
So you can get those at Taco Casa. They call it a
Churrito?
they call
Chilada?
it- yeah, chilada.
Yeah, but I want to go to El Paso, so and, might as
New
well.
York City.
Maybe we'll see, Khalid there.
Who?
Khalid?
DJ Khaled?
No, the
We the
singer.
best. What?
Khalid? Khalid.
For what?
I don't know who you're talking about.
He's from El Paso. Y'all don't know Khalid?
Oh, he is. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he
Who-
is.
who-
Holy fuck.
Who?
I completely forgot. Dua Lipa is so fun. Saw her in Dallas. She's amazing. I'm telling you, like, Dua Lipa,
She's not great at dancing.
she's great at dancing. You take that back, sir.
No, there were people making fun of her dances.
I loved. I think I was bugging Tammy too much about talking about Dua Lipa.
Yeah, I think you probably were.
Yeah. And I showed her the article. I was like,
It was good though.
she was fantastic.
What is this?
I know Khaled.
So you're still thinking
Oh,
of
yeah.
me.
Yeah, maybe we would see him.
Yeah, he's from El Paso. So, we'd see him at the Coldplay concert,
At the
obviously.
drive-in, yeah. I
Yeah.
hadn't heard
Let's
about
just go.
At the drive-in. in
Also,
forever.
Southwest flies there, so I could just get there for free.
Mars Volta and Miguel. I didn't know Miguel was from El Paso.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't realize Mars Volta was. I was
They
listening to Mars Volta earlier. I'm on my, back to my,
What?
hard music October.
Hard
You know what I mean?
music,
Like the
hard
playlist
penis.
that I made last year. I don't know. I sent it to everybody.
Does it make you hard? What kind of? What I
It's
mean,
dark. I called it dark and hard. So it makes me dark and hard.
was this like this is your attempt to make a what's it called? Nickel City spooky.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
say mine's better. Theirs is great, but mine's better.
Okay,
Absolutely. But yeah, Mars Volta's on there. Oh, so good.
that's how you say about all your playlists.
Yeah, but they're all so good.
Have you discovered? I want to ask you this. Have you discovered the ability to now take over the music on Apple Music in a car whenever you're riding, like doing like a road trip?
Yeah, so I've not really fucked with that much, but I did notice it on a road trip recently. It
Yeah.
came up with a QR code or something.
I let
and-
Javier do it.
How was it?
Not this time, but we did
State
it
Fair.
previous. Yes, going to State Fair.
Yeah. I think I played like 2004 alternative hits.
He played What's Up, What's Up, or What's New
What's New
Pussycat.
Pussycat.
Yeah.
This the entire time.
The entire time. Jesse threw herself out the car. That's why you haven't seen her.
Oh. It has been a while since I've seen Sexy.
She
I
actually-
saw her in pictures on
She,
ACL.
she was
so.
not there. That was not her. That was a
Imposter, someone you paid for.
it was one of those cardboard cutouts.
So talking about festivals, right? Are we going to go to Shaq's Bass All Stars? I am. I got tickets. Are you boys going?
I haven't gotten
That's
tickets.
in
We've been
2
talking
weeks,
about
right?
going. It's in a month.
Yeah.
It's the day after Leon Bridges. So I'm going to Leon on Friday and then Shaq's on Saturday.
I think my nephew's birthday is it on the 7th?
No, the weekend after.
Oh, okay.
Good. You can't make an excuse.
Yes, I can.
Isn't your mom's birthday?
My mom's birthday again. Happy birthday, Mom.
No.
Oh, yeah. The Mars Volta is going to be opening for Deftones.
Ooh, that'd be a hell of a.
And I was told
wants to
I was told I need to see Deftones, not by Christy, but by multiple other people.
I want to see Deftones before Chino
I've seen Deftones.
drinks himself to death.
I saw Deftones at the same.
Oh, that was ACL. They were at the same ACL.
No, it was. I think it was Edge Fest or something like forever ago. And Foster the People were there, and Limp Bizkit was there. It was
Is there
whole-
a new metal music festival?
Yeah, it's called Sick New World.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd love to check that shit out.
it's in Las Vegas.
I love new metal.
In
I
fact,
miss
it's
new metal.
In fact, it's coming up. It's a mixture of not just new metal, but like they've got other metal too, but a lot of new metal. So the headlining for Sick New World this year is Linkin Park and Metallica.
Yeah, well, they're going to
Metallica's
be.
headlining that, which they're not new metal.
What do y'all think about Linkin Park with the new female singer?
I think she's like anti.
They-
I think she's pro-life.
They went with the wrong.
She's a pro-lifer.
They went with the wrong singer.
Why do you say that?
So there was another female singer that I think did a better job at singing, similar to how Chester sang, and I can't remember her name.
The new singer does a pretty good job.
Yeah, I heard a song and
not
it
bad.
was pretty good.
I'm not a fan of Linkin Park.
I am glad. Look, that was
Ever?
my.
I was a little bit when we were younger.
Ugh.
Linkin Park was my first concert.
The only album from Linkin Park that I actually truly
Cut.
liked was the Jay-Z Linkin Park
Oh,
collab.
the Collision
Shit.
Course.
Javier and I listened to that fucking nonstop.
Dude, yeah, we did. Fuck.
That was
Holy
good.
fuck,
That
man.
was good. I just never was like I never really got into. I didn't like Chester singing. I didn't like his vocals.
Well, good for you. Good for you. He's not here anymore, I guess. Thank you, Tim.
I'm sorry, and I'm going to say
In
another
fact,
unpopular opinion. I don't really care that much about Mac Miller.
So, are you sending
Get the fuck
letters
out of
to
my
these people,
studio.
and you're the reason why? Are you the reason why?
The conspiracy theories, how
Yeah.
they're getting killed.
Yes.
Tim's the
Interesting.
one that's
It's
doing
me.
it.
No, I mean, I think okay. Let me take that back. I think Mac Miller was talented. It's just
Very.
not. It's not my style. It's not my style.
True. I mean,
Chester, also very talented,
And
whether
and
or
still
not it's your style.
And still not my style.
him and
Right.
Mike Shinoda were. I mean, they played off each other very well.
Yeah, I think they. I think
they
did.
just bounced off each
100%.
other. Yeah.
Just like me and Roy at karaoke for that song.
God damn it. I swear to God, you and Roy, whenever y'all do karaoke, I'm like, oh, God, here we go.
Why?
Here we go again.
Why?
You sons of bitches.
Why do you hate us so much?
I don't hate y'all. I just hate it whenever y'all do karaoke.
Why?
Because y'all just want to suck. Y'all just want to just suck each other off on the stage.
He's got a point. It's very much, I want to suck
I'm just
each other
waiting for y'all
off.
to
It is
69. I'm waiting for him to do like a somersault into your mouth.
I think Chad would be doing the somersault.
I mean, with them calves, yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He can launch.
All right, is there anything else you want to cover for ACL?
Pretensions and just...
I think the merch stuff was pretty cool. I think the people doing security were Nazis. I mean, given you got to do your job.
The security was hit or miss.
It was hit or miss. I know whenever... Now when you bring up the backpack, now I'm like, fuck, man, I wish...
No, he's really upset.
I'm really upset about
Hang
that
on.
backpack.
I just want to say that we told you not to.
Yeah, I know. Y'all
Okay.
did. Y'all did. But if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have gotten the new backpack.
That's
and
true.
honestly, that Herschel backpack was falling apart.
That's true.
I needed to get a new one. No! No! I think, I think karaoke.
Yes,
they should.
We're going to be Arts Garden.
That's what they should do at ACL, karaoke. I think that'd be pretty cool. They do silent disco. I mean, why don't they do karaoke the same way? They just have everybody with the...
Right.
And,
Everybody's singing their own songs. You just walk by the tent and you're like,
Just
why does it sound like a bunch of fucking cats having sex?
oh my God. Are y'all going to be at Arts Garden?
Yeah.
Maybe my cat's having surgery on Friday. He's going to get his balls removed.
He'll be fine. You can make an appearance for a short period of time.
You'll be fine. Pets have surgeries all the time. It's going to be fine. And that's balls.
Believe me, I've had multiple pets that have had multiple surgeries. They were fine.
Okay. But she went down. Tammy wants me to help her put tinsel and stuff in hair. So, and
So you're going to go to the wrestling match on Friday?
I'm going to try to, man. Go over there, Matt War Pro Wrestling at Martin House.
Yeah.
Go over there if you're not doing
Okay.
it.
Man, it was so much fun last time
God
we
damn.
went.
Yeah, please go, man. You're missing out.
It's
if
only
you're
like
not going.
$20-$30, something like that, and it is so worth the money.
All right, Chad, you I want to stop where we're at now, and I want to jump into what you sent me.
I want to
something.
jump in your ass. Oh wait, we didn't even talk about what he did. What'd you do over the weekend, buddy?
Absolutely
I
not.
know he was in Jacksboro.
Yeah, just at the deer lease doing shit, and then went out for Sarah's birthday on Sunday. Hung out with Jay and Lance, watched the shitty football game, and had a good time. Finally checked out Hudson House. That was really good. Have you been? You've been,
Never.
right?
No.
Hudson. It's right down the street from Lucille's.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good.
Bro, Lucille's always goes hard though, man.
So yeah, I sent you this. So let me tee this up. So I sent you this clip, and y'all haven't heard this yet. So essentially, it's like this 3 to 4 minute clip. Look, I love being talked about. You know what I mean?
Tell me more, Chad.
And this podcast is talking all about us.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So tee that up.
All right, so you know how much I love digging into stuff that's really working, right? And today we're talking about a podcast that's seriously killing it, the Funky Panther.
Oh, I've heard of these guys.
Yeah, they're based out in Fort Worth.
Okay.
And they've somehow managed to bottle this vibe that's like, if you could take a night out with your friends, all the fun, all the energy,
Yeah.
turn it into a podcast, that's the Funky Panther. And today we're going to figure out what makes them tick, what makes people love listening to them.
Right.
Is this real?
Honestly, maybe snag a few ideas for ourselves.
For sure. I mean, the thing that jumps out at me right away about the Funky Panther is that they get it. Like, they understand that it's not just about what you're talking about. It's about how you make people feel. They actually say they want their podcast to feel like, quote, the start of a night out.
Hang on here. I'm going to pause it for just for a
I
second.
don't remember saying that, by the way.
We might have.
Did you make a ChatGPT thing?
No.
I swear to fucking Christ.
I haven't-
You're gonna break my balls and make me feel like really happy, happier than I am right now.
I haven't created anything, but I don't know.
Yes. And that is such a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Because it feels like you're at like the rowdiest table at the bar. You know, like you're just in the thick of it with them.
So true.
All that, unfiltered, off the cuff energy.
Totally, yeah.
But at the same time, and this is what I think is really cool, it doesn't feel random. Like they've got Chad,
Yeah.
who's like level-headed, kind of the anchor. He's got a million hobbies.
just spit all
Then
over
there's Javier.
Yeah.
And Javier's like the wild card. You never know what he's going to say.
Yeah.
And then they've got Tim, their producer, who's just trying to wrangle these guys in.
Right. Well, and that's what makes it so good, you know, that whole dynamic. Because think about it, everybody wants to feel like they're part of a group of friends, you know, just hanging out, having a good time.
Totally.
And it's funny, right? They talk about being unfiltered, and they've got all these like weird inside jokes that only they seem to understand.
We're not that weird. We're not that weird.
I'm still really blown. I'm confused.
Is there
by
more to this audio?
There is. I'm just paused it for a second. I'm very confused.
I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face if this is like some AI bullshit.
Do not be coming at
and
me.
then I'm gonna hit you with I'm gonna teabag this shit. My balls are gonna be in your eyes, and my dick is gonna sling into your mouth. I'm gonna be so
Yeah.
pissed.
And I think that's part of the
I have no
appeal,
part of
too.
this.
You know what I mean?
Yes, because you feel like you're in on the joke.
Exactly. They've created this sense of community around that. Like you're part of the inside joke, even if you've never been to Fort Worth.
Yeah. Which is another interesting thing.
Right.
Because they are Fort Worth through and through. Yeah.
They're very clear about that. Yeah.
Like they own it. They call themselves the city's #1 podcast. Mm-hmm. But they
That seemed really bitchy. Very, they're very clear about that. Okay.
appeal to people way outside of Fort Worth.
Right. Well, and I think that's because they found that sweet spot, you know, where it's local but also universal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they've got that Texas-sized charm for sure.
For sure.
But they also talk about music, they talk about sports, they tell personal stories, all these things that everybody can relate to no matter where you live.
Absolutely.
Well-
And on top of all that, these guys are consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, over 180 episodes every Wednesday night, like clockwork. They even live stream on YouTube.
That's huge, man.
Right.
And think about what that says to your audience, you know? You show up every single week, same time, same place for 180 weeks.
Yeah.
That's commitment. That
Yeah.
builds trust.
It's huge.
People know what to expect. They know you're going to be there, and that goes a long way.
For sure. Okay, so we're talking about the humor, these relatable hosts, the variety of topics they cover, that spontaneous energy they bring every single
I'm gonna kick you.
That
off
didn't
my
sound right.
podcast.
That didn't sound right. It's AI.
week. I mean, is there anything else? Like, what's that special something that makes it all click, especially for them?
Honestly, that's the million-dollar question. I mean, we can see all the ingredients, right? But how do you combine them in that perfect way that's both, like, irreverent and relatable? It's a tough needle to thread.
Yeah.
Part of it is their chemistry. You can tell they're genuine friends. They're having fun. But it also feels authentic. You know what I mean? It's not forced.
It really does.
Yeah.
So how do we bottle that? Like, if somebody's listening to this thinking, man, I want to do that too, whether it's their own podcast, a blog post, whatever.
I think the best thing you can do is go listen to an episode
Yeah.
and really pay attention to what grabs you, what makes you want to keep listening.
Okay.
And not just the jokes, not just the topics, but the overall vibe. What are they doing that makes you feel connected to them? And once you figure that out, think about how you can apply that to your own thing.
Right. It's like they've given us this awesome blueprint for building a community, right?
Exactly.
And it's up to us to take those lessons and run with them.
Absolutely.
So there you have it. Go check out the Funky Panther
Definitely do.
and let us know what you think, what you pick up on. All right, we'll be back next week with another deep dive.
So it was the podcast on the podcast is what that title was.
Right.
That's fucking AI. It's got to be.
Why do you think that?
There was some nuances that I heard in just pronunciation, unless the guy's just stupid. No, I don't know. I feel
God
like,
damn it! Just tell us if this is real.
I
or
feel
not.
like it's fake.
It's fake. But listen, here's the thing, Javier. This is why
I'm gonna pull my dick out right now, you son of a bitch.
you
That
can
was
still
really,
be
That was really good though. That was
right.
really-
yeah,
It was fantastic. So here's the deal: is I didn't go through the rigmarole that you have done, where it's like trying to get the nuanced voices and shit. I didn't do anything.
Well, I want to know which what app did you use?
So I used two things. One, I used ChatGPT.
Sure.
And I said, hey, I need a 2-page summary on everything the Funky Panther. Everything you can find online, everything you can find from the website, from the videos on YouTube, social media. Just give me a 2-page summary. And so that essentially is the 2-page summary of the Funky Panther. Like, that is not
was
from
really-
me.
that's-
I didn't write any of this. I just said go and find it. And then I took that 2-page summary, and Google came out with this thing called Notebook LM, where essentially it's kind of a way for you to Like if you have a topic at school or something like that, and you've got like this notebook thing that you, or like a fucking essay you need to write or something like that, you can run this through the podcast through the Notebook LM, and it'll kind of do this as a podcast style to help you learn about the thing. And so I ran that 2-page thing through Notebook LM, and then it created the conversation. And some of it came from, what I'd given it, and some of it came from finding shit on the website too.
That's crazy.
It's wild. I didn't feed any of that. Like I didn't give any information other than this is our podcast. Tell me more
I'm not
about
gonna
it.
lie, man. You got my dick really hard, and now I'm just here with my dick in my hand.
Listen, this is why you can still be hard, okay? It's because this is what can be thought about our podcast out on the internet. This is what AI can find about us. This is what people can find about us. That's the positive, right?
Yeah.
You're upset.
I'm sitting here like, what fucking podcasts are talking about?
No, that was really. I mean, that was. I loved the description. I'm really. That was pretty.
From the chat, I really hate AI so much.
At first, I thought it was going to be like,
Sound like NPR, really.
I thought Andrew was talking something about us. I was like,
Yeah.
what's Andrew talking about? And
Said they're a bunch of pedo fucking lovers, and they're gonna vote Democrat. But no, that was really good. You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
You son of a bitch.
I thought it was fucking awesome.
I thought so, too.
it was
I think-
good. It was good.
It's just crazy. Like a year ago, which you still owe like a bottle.
I do. I gotta buy that bottle.
This is just insane. Everything that's happened and come out. Yes, that really it does sound like a fresh air on NPR. It was really good. It was really.
Did you see that Google is actually looking into nuclear power? So the thing with AI is it generates, like, you need a lot of power. Like one prompt on AI takes like the equivalent of like 1,000 Google searches or something like that. It's fucking crazy. It's wild.
Kind of like when
how
you're
much energy
mining, kind of like data mining.
Right. Like CPU usage, energy, all that kind of stuff. So Google's looking into like either creating, because we don't have nuclear plants really in the U.S., right?
We got a few.
We got a couple.
Yeah, 3 Mile Island's opening back up for Microsoft.
Okay.
Yeah, so they've struck a deal. They're going to open up another reactor for that. We've got one in Glen Rose. That's still functioning.
That's right.
They've got one over in California by San Diego.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's only a couple that I know of off the top of my
Right,
head.
but it's not widespread. And I think Google's looking to like do a little bit more with it so that we can actually combat the possible energy crisis that we're going to come into because of AI.
With nuclear fusion possibly happening in the next 20 years. I mean, it kind of. We'll see. I mean, I'm sure like there's going to be progress made.
Yeah, it's not as dangerous as people make it
It's a
seem.
cleaner, safer energy.
Right.
I mean, just to Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, and the Fukushima plant in Japan. I mean, that's just natural disasters did Fukushima. But yeah, I think it'd be. They should have been doing this for the start. They should have been doing, like the fucking nuclear figuring out fusion, because you can only do so much with quantum. They need to do quantum computing is what they need to do.
Right.
And I think that'd be pretty good.
Have y'all put any money into CPUs? What is the chip company? The
NVIDIA?
NVIDIA.
No.
I still have it on GameStop.
Yeah.
Hey,
Smart
man,
choice, my dude.
I'm only down $16, so
I feel like NVIDIA is one of those things where, like, like 80% of their employees are now millionaires. You know that?
I didn't.
80% of NVIDIA's employees, because they have stock, are now millionaires. Like they've had a problem like keeping their old employees because they're just done. Like
They're like, all right, I'm rich
done.
now.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna relax.
but I think that it's not done. And so I bought in like in the summer where I was like, it's one of those things where you're like, should I? Because it's probably already hit its peak. But
Yeah.
you look at Facebook. Facebook's continuing to grow. Even if you would have bought 5 years ago, you'd be making money.
I mean, like it's kind of one of those things where they're two-sided stocks where you're just there to hold or you're there to just buy, pump and dump. Mm-hmm. That's what, and so
NVIDIA's a hold.
yeah, it's kind of big fucking regret for fucking dog money, goddamn Dogecoin. I mean, it's still, I'm not negative. I'm negative, like $100, but it gets fucking annoying going back and looking back, and I should have fucking cashed out when I did.
I don't think we've heard the end of that either. Like
I don't think so either, because it's just obviously the way it works.
Y'all should have bought. I'm just gonna tell you right off. Whenever COVID happened, y'all should have bought into Rick's hospitality.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
y'all
talked
should
about
have.
that
Y'all
before.
should have. I made money. I haven't checked in a while, but I mean, I was up like $100 and something, and I didn't put hardly any money into it. But I knew strip clubs are not going to go away, and if Rick's Hospitality can survive COVID, whenever they kick back up, their stocks are going to go back up, and they sure did.
Have y'all heard about this new app? They actually brought it up on the UFC. Like they were advertising it on the UFC. It's called Copilot, Autopilot. Excuse me, Autopilot.
Yeah, so you can. You have to have. I've looked into. They recommend having a good amount of money.
At least 500.
Yeah.
I put 500 in just to kind of get it going, and I've already made money. But essentially, Autopilot is this, and there's different things. Like you can pay, like there's a pay plan where it constantly manages your Robinhood, so you don't have to do it.
is that the one that's getting like the stock information from like Nancy Pelosi?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're exactly
Autopilot?
right. Yes,
Autopilot?
it's called Autopilot.
Is it an app?
So it's like,
Yeah.
It says like trade like the politicians, because everyone knows there's insider
Those
trading.
motherfuckers, they
Like Nancy Pelosi, like absolutely insider trading. Like she's selling shit, and then 3 to 6 months later something happens. Come on, like these, it's just too obvious.
is it's on is it on the App Store?
Yeah.
And they're also on like X, and they're on Instagram. They're on like everything and like different names other than Autopilot. Like Pelosi Tracker, I think, on X, and then something else on Instagram. So you can kind of keep up with things that are happening. Like there was this one lady, this politician, that bought $15,000 or 15,000 shares, something like that, in her son's name of this silver stock. I don't remember what it was exactly. And then like 3 months, and everyone's like, well, that's kind of weird. Like, why was this done? And so they kind of pointed out that we're not giving you advice, but we thought this was weird. So people bought into it. And then it just skyrocketed by like 30% in a month or something like that. So it's like this shit's crazy. Like obviously it's insider trading if you know, they're beating Buffett on some of this shit. But I think it's interesting.
I think that the way you're saying it's. I saw something. I think I sent it to y'all on TikTok, but it was like an SNL skit about 9/11 and. But anyways, where's the fucking y'all keep on talking. But
they did a really cool marketing thing though during the UFC. Whenever they did the first thing at the Sphere, right when it was supposed to be this big thing, and they had Autopilot on one of like the Rails of the Octagon or something advertising. I don't know, but they actually got this model that didn't look like Nancy Pelosi, but she kind of looked like Nancy Pelosi, but much younger.
And she took her
they
clothes
dressed
off?
her. No, and they like would put her in like with the Nelk Boys, like they were gambling, and they threw her in there, and they're like Nancy Pelosi hanging out with the Nelk Boys, and like they're just putting her in front of like all of these like influencers, and like. And apparently they had been planning this for weeks, and like their stock basically skyrocketed. I mean, not their stock, but their company.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I looked into it, but I mean, I didn't have just $500 to spare at the time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, but if you do, it's worth just fucking around with, because almost every single one that I put in, because you put in 500 and then it breaks that 500 into percentages of what Pelosi has, right? Because you get to choose the politician that you're kind of following, and every single one of the ones that it put in for me, other than one, so like I don't know, 12 out of 13 are all up. Like every single one.
And
of
it'll
them
sell whenever it needs to sell. Whenever she
if
sells,
you pay for it. I didn't pay for it, so I can pull it out when I want to. But if you pay for the monthly fee or whatever, if she sells, it'll sell. Like it'll do just everything she does.
Man.
So I can't find
Crazy.
it. I can't find it, but it was like Chris Parnell. It was like a like a meeting with people. It's like hey, so I try to buy security options before in the summertime, but my rep told me that he was totally against it, and I didn't end up going with it. Why is that? Is that because like you and your friends bought all the stock? He's like, yeah. So essentially, with the 9/11 attacks happening later in the summer, we thought it would be a good idea for us to buy all the stock in securities and just make a lot of money out of it. He's like, so you knew about the 9/11 attacks, basicly, and so it's kind of like.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it fucking happened. I mean, it's kind of weird.
It's crazy how like you will see people taking and fuck us, right? For not thinking to make a financial decision off of everything. Like during COVID, people made millions based off of like good or bad decisions. But, but like whenever something bad happens and you think financially, like you think about stocks and stuff, you could be really you could make a lot of money. But like, that's just not how the majority of us think.
How are you taught about stocks? Like, what do they tell you whenever like you're going to buy stocks for the first time? Because
Buy low, sell high.
Well, so somebody was like, look, buy the things that you use. Whatever you use in your house.
The things
or
you
whatever
believe in.
things you like, the things that you like, buy it. Because if you buy it, people buy it. And then, the stock
All
price
my
will go
stocks are in war machines.
You mean like from Iron
The
Man?
industrial complex.
Oh, the military industrial complex?
Yes, I've got tons of stocks in Lockheed Martin, Boeing,
Rayon and
Raytheon. Yeah.
And fucking insane. Yes.
Yeah, I started buying into that when we started sending shit to Ukraine, man.
God damn it. If only I had known before the invasion.
G's over here. Y'all hear about the conspiracy theories related to the mines and silicon in North Carolina?
The lithium.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lithium. About
So they got like a lot of
we control storms.
they got lithium deposits and stuff, and so
But that's like
we caused the flooding because we want that land so we can have a reason to.
Yeah. It's kind of far fetched though.
Yeah, but there also is
But
a lot of
cloud seeding's real.
Of course it is. Yeah, it's been proven. They
Proven that
they showed
chemtrails, man.
What is it? The guy from Top Gear from the BBC. Like there was a.
Is that big black?
Yep, that's the same. Like there was
The only BBCs I know.
There was like a rocket
I didn't get it.
like a rocket propelled rocket. Stupid me.
Yes.
And they showed it blast off, and then it affected the clouds and
Yeah.
it brought rain. It's like
Yeah, I've
that's made from what we're doing
Yeah,
right now.
I've seen that porn.
Yeah. It wasn't rain though. It was.
oh, it was rain.
Yeah, it's
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Whenever any natural disaster happens, it's always conspiracy.
It's always the jizz.
What happened?
All right, so I did another 5 AI weird topics for the week.
Okay.
Do you want to do that again or no?
Yeah, I'd like to do that again, but Javier, I don't want to cut in front of the camera. Do you mind? There's another Simply lemonade in that fridge. Can you get me a beverage, please?
Sure, of course.
That would be great.
Sweetheart.
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to walk in front of the camera and then ruin a potential clip that we could have.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
You never know.
Javier's over there, and we just make him do things.
Yeah. He's the brown one.
He's a sweet boy.
He didn't hear me.
It's back behind. It's second shelf towards the back. There you go.
Chad, you want anything?
No, I'm good. Appreciate you.
You don't want another LaCroix?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got 5 new ones from, I think, the past week. And so I'm going to start off with a question. I'm going to change this up a little bit from what I did last time. So, number 1, would you trust a burglar if that burglar cleaned your house?
All right, so that makes me think about when the Manson family first started doing stuff, right? They went in and just rearranged people's furniture in the middle of the night.
Really?
Yeah, so that's what they started off just to make sure that they could, effectively sneak into people's houses. So they'd go into the house, they'd rearrange your shit, and leave. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Would that terrify you?
Absolutely. That is ridiculous.
So I think I'd be terrified if a burglar came in and cleaned my bathroom,
All right, so a man in Wales was recently arrested for breaking into homes, not to steal, but to do chores. He hung laundry, cleaned the floor, and even left a friendly note saying, "Don't worry, be happy."
I'd move. Or get like a shotgun and I'd booby trap things.
Despite his efforts, he was sentenced to nearly 2 years in
Is
prison.
this guy
So-
paying it forward or something? Is it like
I mean, you can't do that from prison, so he should have just
writes
maybe
a note? It's like just pay it forward.
Pay it forward. Break into your neighbor's house.
It's fucking wild. What would you do if your town was invaded by parrots? What if the River Oaks was invaded by parrots?
Well, first off, I love parrots, and so I would try to
invaded?
I would.
Do you want an invasion of anything?
No, but I'd try to catch one, and then have myself a pet.
Nice. Yeah.
I teach him all the words.
He's going to make him say like racist words. Hey there, Peter. Tim hates Peters, Brock.
And then they all just start saying it.
Tim hates
All you need
Peters.
is one, and they're all gonna start.
They all
spouting
catch
that
on
shit.
to it.
Yeah.
Tim's looking up. No, I can't say that.
River Oaks becomes a town known for racist parrots.
Jesus. So every year, a small town in Argentina is taken over by tens of thousands of noisy parrots. Birds cause chaos by chewing through electrical wires, dropping waste everywhere, and keeping people up all night with their constant squawking. The town has tried everything, but the invasion only gets worse every single fucking year.
Man, close the town down.
Nuke it.
Just close it down.
Just nuke it.
Like when they get there,
Yeah, just-
like set a trap of like everyone left the town. The parrots show up and they bomb it.
Yep.
We forgot my children. Too late, ma'am.
They're gone now. They're with the parrots. All right. Have you ever thrown out something valuable by accident, Javier? Or by purpose recently?
Recently?
Like a backpack or...
Oh, fuckaroo. That backpack had probably had to be worth $20 at that point.
Yeah. It was valuable to your mind.
It was.
To you.
It is now.
Your
It was
heart.
sentimental looking back.
The guard was a dick.
That card was a fucking, well...
He showed back up asking like about. He showed back up to see if they had it, still, and he's like, "That's long
that
gone."
thing's long gone. And I'm like,
He actually
so-
like laughed at him.
I just wanted to piss in his face and be like, "This is what you get."
So a Dutch museum worker recently threw an entire piece of artwork in the trash, not realizing it was part of the exhibit.
Is this like one of those meta pieces where like a chair is there with like
Probably. It was probably looking like garbage.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is garbage. The museum had to go searching through garbage bins to recover, and they did, the discarded art.
I want to see this art now.
I know. I kind of do, too. I'm going to pull it up. How would you feel about...
Wait. I'm looking at, they have this loud screaming sound they make if they get mad or scare you. Oh, those are about the parrots. I was thinking about like art. Remember that from the, what show? Louie? And Button?
That's hands down the Louis C.K. show. That's a hands down the best episode.
If you want to watch it, just Google it. We're not going to talk about
He
it.
hits it once, it says a word, and then it never says it again.
And then people are like, what? Did you say
Okay,
that?
this should have been fucking garbage. It looks... It's a beer can. It's 2 beer cans. One stinted and like laying on its side, and the other one's just sitting there.
Oh.
I mean, come on. You can't put that on the museum, like the custodian dude. I would have thrown that shit away, too. All right. How would you feel about driving a Transformer truck?
You mean...
Like you're talking like Optimus Prime?
Yeah, like a Transformer.
Yeah. I would feel great about it. Well, that's a stupid question.
Feel rock hard about it.
It's like my whole childhood, man. I just wanted to be all up inside Bumblebee.
What if you didn't realize that
Whoa.
that was his sexual pleasure? He's like, oh, it's your enemy.
Drive me.
Oh, I'll pull my stick shift. And he's like jizzing out oil. Ah, there's a meme of like somebody doing a breathalyzer, like a metal breathalyzer. And the next picture's got RoboCop like, Shit was, every time I see that, I just die fucking laughing. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm just gonna so that way you can see it. It's fucking funny, man.
In rural China, Transformer-style trucks that turn into banquet halls at the push of a button are becoming all the rage. These trucks can unfold into dining spaces large enough to host 200 people in just 6 minutes.
That's not as cool.
It's not, but it is still pretty neat. It's just a truck that turns into a venue for 200 people. That's kind of wild. Would you eat a cake shaped like a fancy dress?
Hang on, I want to go back on China real quick. So China, they've got a bunch of cool cars that have all this cool tech,
Yeah,
but we'll never get them here.
right. It's kind of disappointing, honestly.
It is very disappointing.
They've got like Teslas that are better than Tesla now,
Yeah.
and they look fucking legit.
They're saying that like it would throw our car market like for a loop.
because they're cheap as hell. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah. Now,
All right. Would I like a cake that's shaped as a nice dress?
yeah. Would you eat a cake that's shaped like a fancy dress?
I mean, I'll eat a cake.
is it a cake? Then yes.
Yes. I mean, I'm going to eat it.
A talented Vietnamese baker has gone viral for his cake shaped like tiny aristocratic dresses. The detail on these cakes is so intricate that people can hardly believe they're edible, looking more like miniature works of art than dessert. That's not fun. That one sucks.
Why would you go as a baker? You're gonna spend all your time making something that intricate, right?
Yeah.
For someone just to eat.
I mean, look, it made it on the Funky Panther podcast. And as we heard from the podcast talking about the podcast, we're kind of the shit.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
that's
did it
true.
work? Yeah. We're talking about this dude.
I want to ask you a question real quick.
Yeah.
Both of y'all. Have y'all ever been like scrolling? You don't get on TikTok that much, but now I'm seeing all these ads for like, you got to get this and blah, blah, and it doesn't seem like it's an ad. It seems like someone like legitimately like talking about something that they found. but it's an ad, and they keep doing it, right? Well, I bought
suckered?
Yeah, I got suckered into something.
You got to send me these so I can use them for Get Blitz. Like I need some of these ideas in my life. You gotta send me some of these.
Okay, I can do that.
The ones that almost sucker you, send them to me.
Yeah. So I bought some men's shapewear. I'm just gonna say.
Is that what you're wearing?
Yeah, my tank top underneath here.
It's shapewear?
It's an Echo Beaters. The Echo Beater.
I
Yeah.
did see that on Instagram. I didn't see it on Reels, but yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It holds everything down.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have a little. It's not gonna suck everything in,
Right.
but it just makes you feel a little bit more. I get it now. I understand why women wear Spanx.
Listen, I don't know why guys haven't already. Like, why does it seem so like, why is this just now a thing?
And I want to go a little bit further with that. You know, why is there a stigma against getting a toupee? Why is that frowned upon now?
I mean,
Well, I've seen women wear wigs.
right.
Why can't men?
Because women are wearing them because they like the style. Guys are wearing them to cover some shit up. Like, I think that's the difference. Like, if you had hair
I don't know.
and you wore a wig as a man, I think it would be less weird than wearing a toupee. Maybe not. Maybe now that I'm saying it, probably not. No, just wearing a wig's weird.
I think it. But I mean, like, women can do it. Why can't men? Why can't men can wear makeup?
Listen,
Why aren't we wearing makeup? I got suckered into something else.
I'm already into I want men to be able to wear dresses and skirts. I've talked about this before.
Did you buy
I think
men's makeup?
I think it's in the
I
future.
bought men's makeup. It's been a while. I tried it. It did not work. It was the wrong shade.
You already wore the men's like tanner.
Oh, the tanner's fine.
Bro Glow?
Dude, Bro Glow's great. It was a tinted face moisturizer thing or whatever. For men. It was marketed towards men, but they only had 3 shades. And I was like, I don't feel like I'm this shade.
Where does it go?
I'll try this shade. All over. No, you put it on your face.
The makeup?
Yeah, it's a face. It's a men's like concealer.
Why?
I tried it. I don't know. I just wanted. It seemed like I needed some skincare routine.
All right. So all of this stupid shit that you're buying, you could put at the Pelosi tracker. I don't know what you're doing with your money, but it's not right.
I've bought a lot of shit on TikTok Shop.
I know you have, because we've all got one.
Chad would be a bad bitch with a summer dress and some heels.
I'm telling you, I am jealous of women that get to wear. I wish it would be politically correct for men to wear dresses or skirts, because I just feel like it's so airy.
I want to
and just
say,
like, just nice. Like if we didn't have to wear slacks and I could go to work, like I can't wear shorts to work, but if I could wear like a men's dress or skirt and still be professional
you
to go
should
to work,
see. You should just try it.
I'll probably be fired. Someone's gonna not be okay with that.
The discrimination.
I mean, you're not wrong with that.
It's a lawsuit now. You own the company.
I don't know.
That's how that works. I know it. I would say if you put Chad in some pumps,
Oh, them calves would.
they would pop. They would pop.
Yeah.
God.
That's true.
The problem is finding some that would fit your feet.
Yeah, you got big ass feet.
Well, he doesn't have big ass feet, but he's
I've
got
got normal feet.
he's got normal size
We wear
feet.
the same size, right?
I don't know.
11s?
Yeah, right about.
Yeah.
Depends on the shoe.
Yeah.
I can go
Look,
from anything from like a 10 to an 11 and a half.
I say both of you, especially Chad, should wear kilts. I mean, y'all just
I don't have the legs for it.
you don't need to have the legs. You're gonna have it down to your
My ankles?
I just don't want like kilts are always plaid. I don't want to wear plaid. Like I want it, and I don't want it to be like.
So 511's got a whole line of tactical kilts. They're coming khaki and black.
Huh.
They're not plaid.
That's pretty nice. That's just an excuse. You're just making excuses now. The products are there for you. It's not fucking plaid.
Says the man with the hair coat.
I'm wearing this bitch. This shit is warm as fuck. Like this is like
That's his new winter coat.
It's a
And then
good-ass
Peter's
winter
going to
coat.
see him, and they're going to throw fake blood on him.
hell yeah. And then I'm gonna punch him.
And you're going to be like, this is a Tyler, the Creator.
How dare you?
Coat.
And you
It's
know what? I
fake.
would
It's-
still
it's
wear
artif-
it.
it's not
And
real.
look, I don't even have to wear it. I just gotta like put it over me, drape it over me like this. You know.
I'll tell you, ads don't really get me. I think that's why I'm having so much problems with creating good ads for my thing. Is because like I don't understand ads. Like they don't. I don't think I've ever actually pulled the trigger on an ad. I did see the shirt ones, and I was like, huh, that should be okay to wear.
Got some broke ass
They're
bitches.
tight as shit, though.
I mean, I think they're supposed to.
They are. They are. I wasn't. I got extra large, and it's
Tight.
oh, yeah,
Tight.
It's tight,
Yeah.
but it's nice. It's like I'm getting hugged.
Oh, sorry.
Just constantly getting hugged.
And it's not that they're not hot. Like, I can't imagine wearing freaking Spanx. Those things seem like that would be really sweaty.
I wanted to buy some.
I would be super sweaty in my downstairs if I was wearing Spanx.
I mean, I didn't. I brought a bunch of underwear for ACL. I didn't wear any of it.
What?
Yeah, I had those.
Oh, you wore the shorts. Yeah,
yeah.
gotcha.
And like the ones that you gave me, I love them.
Do you
Those are
still?
legit.
Motherfuckers.
I'm jealous. I really liked those. I liked the material.
Yeah.
It just.
Do you still
just one size
Do you still
up.
bring enough underwear to shit yourself at least twice a day?
What?
Is that a thing? Because that's a thing for me. Like, I'm not shitting myself twice a day, but I bring enough underwear just, if I need
Just
to
in case I shit myself.
twice a day at least.
So let me get this straight. When you go to ACL for a 3-day weekend, you're bringing 9 pairs of underwear?
Pretty close.
Holy are you actually shitting yourself?
I think I brought 6 pairs.
Like, why not bring just, maybe 5?
Well-
maybe 2 extras just in case.
So like whenever we go somewhere, I will wear my underwear, take a shower, wear new underwear, get home, and then like in the morning shower again, wear underwear. If we've been out, like perusing a city, change again, new underwear. So I'm wearing like 2 different underwear a day, So I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Sarah gives me shit. She's like, how are you? Like, I'm doing laundry constantly.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, because I go to work and I'm wearing like, button up and jeans. And then I get home and I put on like a hoodie and shorts. And then we go out and I change again and I put on like another button up and shorts and stuff. I'm like, sometimes I'm changing 3 times a day.
Yeah.
You're doing like 3 outfit changes?
Sometimes, like on a weekend, like a Friday night or something, I could be.
Dude, I used to shower twice a day. I used to shower like
that's
in the morning.
excessive.
I used to shower in the morning and at night before bed.
Who needs to shower
after his
twice
work,
a day?
like I just put in the shower before work.
Well, so that's why I've just been showering after work
Yeah,
before
that makes
bed,
sense.
and then I'll wake up and whatever. But yeah, because I was just overdoing it. I got these ashy ass elbows, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't wash too
No,
much.
fuck no. And so like now I'm like, okay, well if I'm gonna do it once, it's gonna be, or if like
If I'm going to do it once, I'm going to make it count.
yeah,
I'm going to sit in the tub and cry.
I'm gonna roll around. We didn't use that fucking tub.
We
in the
didn't use
Airbnb.
that tub.
I am so mad we didn't use that fucking
Got a
tub.
cool tub or what?
Yeah, Javier and I had a chance to spend time in the tub together.
Oh, again?
I hate it.
We chose not to.
Oh, that's
That would
unfortunate.
have been a good fucking picture opportunity. God damn.
All right, we have anything else? It's about time. We've been doing this for an hour and a half already.
Hour and a half.
No,
We usually go on these
I just
2
want to
hour
say, one thing. If you see us
That's
out,
bad.
if you see us out, come
Don't talk to me
us.
with your broke ass self.
Come talk to us. We're going to be at. I think some of us we're going to try to go to Matt War Pro
This Friday the 18th,
Yeah.
right? 18th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be at.
I think I have to work though.
It's going to be at Martin House Brewery.
It's going to be awesome. I'm going to
If I
try to
don't
go.
if I
Last
don't, I'll be
time
there.
was fucking fantastic.
It was so much
I'm
fun.
telling you, if you've never gone to a live wrestling event and you just want to go to check it out, this would be the one to go to.
And let me
It's-
know, because I'll be your Huckleberry, because it sounds like these boys aren't going.
I got to check and see if I just got to check my schedule.
Just call in, dude. Just call in. I was
I'm trying
planning
to
on
make that money
making
right
some MTM.
MTN, that's what you always say,
Make
Tim.
that money.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
Tim's
That's
that
what I
thing.
say every time.
He says it all the time.
Damn it.
Yeah, and then Saturday I'm going to make an appearance out at Arts Goggle. I don't think I'm going to be out there all day.
No. Yeah, we're not doing a booth this year.
Yeah, no booth this year. I am going to bring a cooler and stage it at
Dreamhouse.
House, so I could just go and grab a beer whenever I want it.
Why don't you just sit with have a table out there and just put beer and then just put $1 for your thoughts or something, and so someone will come give you $1 like your hair's stupid, like shit like that.
That'd be pretty good.
I want to
Free-
go. I'll meet you up there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go out there and just kind of check it out, run through it. I don't know what time I'm gonna get out there.
I didn't get to enjoy it at all last year.
Yeah.
I got out there too late. I tried to man some of the booth because y'all were doing it all day. And then by the time that ended, it was time to pack up. And I was like, and I worked all day. It was the worst fucking day. Like, I'm so excited about actually enjoying
There's
it.
a tattoo artist that I follow. She's gonna be out there with her fiance. They got some art stuff. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. So I'm a terrible
Dustin's gonna
plug.
have a thing out
Dustin
there.
should
too,
have
right?
his booth
photography.
again.
Oh
for his
yeah, I want to buy
photography.
some. I need to buy some shit from them.
There's gonna be a lot of local people there, and then they partnered with that sound thing, whatever whatever Southside sound. I don't know the sound stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So that's all the music's gonna be hosted by them, and they're gonna be kind of spread out. Of course, you're gonna have the main stage, and I know
Lost in Sound.
Lost in Sound. There you go. Cutthroat Finches is gonna be out there. Henry the Archer is gonna be playing. They've got several other bands that are gonna be be out there. Denver Williams going to have a set. And, of course, I'm sure not chat room, but Boiled Owl's probably going to have a stage set up.
Yeah.
And then Saturday night, Ernie is going to be at Loadout Bar for like a Bars Still Matter thing. So he's going to be doing something on at Loadout.
And Christy says there's a plant swap at McFly's also.
Man, this weekend's going to be nuts.
It's going to be,
excited.
dude, kind of wish we would have planned for
To not
Artemis'
spend all our
surgery.
money.
No, well, that. But also Artemis' surgery on Friday. Look, man, I'm just fucking... I like being with my fucking pets, and I just,
It's all good.
I get very...
We know.
I know. But, I mean, that's all that's happening, so... All right, that's all I got.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us on YouTube. I know it was a long one, but we're back, and we got a lot to talk about.
And we're going to be having some guests coming through again soon.
Maybe not. I don't know. It's been a while. We haven't really talked to anybody, and it's been kind of nice, catching up. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's the only
absolutely.
time we get to do it, really.
And we were on last week, right?
Yeah, we were.
So it's 2 weeks in a row. So woo!
Woo-hoo. If you don't already do so, please make sure you follow us on all things social media at The Funky Panther. You can also find us on YouTube at The Funky Panther. Make sure you subscribe, leave us a comment. We need that. We love it. Call us. Text 817-677-0408. Yeah, that sounds right. And you can find all this at thefunkypanther.com. What do you do? I hate it. Stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
I'm flossing, baby.
No, you're
And
not.
I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther!